Alright folks, welcome to another beer review, and today we're taking a long overdue visit to Newbarns, and this is a can of the Stout, dry stout, 5% ABV. Of course, these guys based out of Edinburgh in, is it pronounced Leaf or Life? Not like Chris Eubank, obviously. I slobbered them when I was pronouncing TH. Anyway, I digress. I'm sure I've had this before. I might have had it whilst I was at London Craft Beer Festival a couple of years ago when I had a rather ill-fated conversation with the people from Newbarns, who kindly reminded me that I once said on a review that I enjoyed their beer so much, I was tempted to stick the can up my arse. Glimpse into my debauched, degenerate mind. But anyway, yeah, the less said about that, the better. So beer in the glass then, and yeah, it's pretty much, can't really tell from like the detailing on this Thornbridge glass, but is that jet black? I'm not too sure. Are my eyes failing me? Probably. 2 fingers worth of a nice sort of like dark beige looking head. Looking very nice indeed. So let's see what we get on the nose. It's more of a fruity sort of stout, I'd say. And when I say fruity, I mean like berries and cherries and dates and raisins and, you know, plums, that sort of thing. Nice sort of a chocolate-covered berry character, because there's a little bit of chocolate creeping through. Yeah, it smells like a dessert or a dessert liqueur that I can't put my finger on. Oh, that does smell nice though. Almost has like a coffee with like a blueberry syrup in it. I know that's very specific and probably doesn't actually smell like that, but that's what my mind's telling me. But yeah, it smells good. It smells like it's a lot heartier than the 5% ABV. But is that just me instantly assuming, step back obviously, is this just me assuming that because it's a slightly lower ABV that you can't put flavour and pack a punch? It's amazing, isn't it, how many sort of like stereotype and preconceptions you have, and I'm just fixing my boxes because I'd say about a good £3 of them is up my arse. Arse references with Newbarns. There you go, that's a podcast. It's the partner podcast to Spreadsheets and Milds. A first guest, Bob Mortimer. That'll be a good podcast, actually. Just breaking down a random spreadsheet with a pint of mild with celebrity guests. Oh my God, I've come up with a great idea. And then afterwards, on our OnlyFans page, or we can sometimes get away with it on Patreon in a more like implied way, we stick cans of beer up our arse. What an image that is. First time ever meeting Bob Mortimer. We have a good, slightly awkward, because I'm terrible with people, podcast. We go over the 1 pint threshold, because that's the whole point of it. It's a spreadsheet and a pint of mild. Nothing more, nothing less. And then afterwards, all right, Bob, do you want to come into this room with me and stick a can up your arse for people's entertainment? It's like a licorice sort of aroma coming through now. Good save, good save. I would say good save your credibility, but you don't fucking have any. Sorry, I'm just talking to the reflection in the window. It's better than crying in a mirror or in a shower. But yeah, it smells really, really nice. I don't know if they've like hopped this with like any sort of like fruity hops, but there's almost sort of like a black IPA sort of character coming through. Like a little bit of a coconut sort of aroma. I'm probably just imagining that. It's like when you smell burning at 12 o'clock, it means you're being haunted. So let's give it a taste. Cheers. I like that. I really like that. It's not as fruity as the nose suggests. You do get those like subtle hints of like steeped fruits. It's got I wouldn't say festive feel to it, but like a wintry sort of feel. Beautiful silky mouthfeel. Nice gentle bitterness on the back end. Oh, it's just really, really nice. It really, really is. That's a shit review, isn't it? Oh, this beer is really nice. Picked this up from the, what's it called now? In Manchester. The Untappd corner shop or convenience store. I can't remember what it was called. They used to have Bada Bing in there, which did amazing New York deli inspired like subs. Me and Robert of Derbyshire. What a sandwich that was. What a day out in Manchester that was. And then very awkwardly with the remaining half of my sandwich. Don't worry, didn't stick that up my arse because that's a mess. At least with a can you can clean it afterwards and then open it. Unless you've opened it, then that's just unfortunate. That's on you if you do that. Full being there. And then I got very drunk that day. And then on the train ride home, I proceeded to do a live stream on Instagram. Pissed. Eating a sandwich in such a knobheadish way. Only took me about 20 minutes into the video to realise that there was an actual passenger sat on the seats on the other aisle. Didn't look impressed, and I don't blame them. But Untappd's convenience store, corner store, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's really nice. They've got a dumpling food place in there now, and really nice looking coffee cafe. Which I think obviously does the Untappd's coffee as well as some others. I can't remember, didn't spend too much time in there because I was very disappointed that I couldn't get a sub. I should have gone for some dumplings though. But attached to it is like a convenience shop. Is it a Untappd's convenience store? I'm looking over there as if someone's going to tell me. There's no one there, it's a wall. And yeah, this beer was in the fridge, so yeah, that's where I got it from. And yeah, quite a few Sure Shot cans in there, so I picked one of those up for my train ride home, as well as some other beers. And I picked up some posh Spanish crisps, just because they had nice artwork. What's the Spanish for Tory? Or closet Tory? Because I do realise some of my tastes and habits, very, very closet Tory. But I just like the finer things in life. I mean, it's probably going to annoy some people, but a cheese board is fucking Tory as fuck. Let's be honest. A cheese board is very Tory. And I like a good cheese board with some cured meats, which this would complement that perfectly, especially some gently smoked cheeses. Maybe a bit of Comté, which is my cheese of choice at the moment. Gruyere, I think that'd be nice. Jarlsberg, I do like a bit of Jarlsberg. Of course, a nice, strong, mature cheddar. I don't like all the soft cheeses like Brie and Stilton and things like that. I'm not that Tory, even though I do look like the former leader of the Tory party. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a black currant sort of flavour coming through. I think it's sort of developing in the glass as I'm speaking. And that makes it... See, that's the thing. I've noticed I've started to go on a tangent now, sort of criticising online beer reviews. Because obviously a beer review, or a review of any distinction, closet Tory, using the word distinction, probably in the wrong context. But, I do like a vegan sausage roll every now and then. God, I don't know if I've come across I think I'm dead funny. I know I'm not funny, so apologies. What was I saying? Vegan sausage roll. Cheese boards. I think we've already established cheese boards. Oh, the crisps were salt and pepper flavour. I've still not opened them yet because I'm thinking of a crisp butty video. I'm off for the next few days, so I'll probably make one tomorrow. What was I going to say? Yeah, developing in the glass. Oh yeah, criticising the concept of the beer review because it's shot in the moment. And I think anyone else who reviews beers, and I think any other sort of like consumable that can be reviewed, which everything can be reviewed. There's no review shaming on this channel. I'm a safe space. So if you're having a shit day and you have a beer, that might reflect in the review, like, oh, this beer's fucking awful. Or it could lift your spirits and say, oh, wow, this is what I needed. Which isn't a healthy thing to say, is it, really? That a beer can lift your spirits. I don't condone that sort of drinking. But yeah, because it's happened many a time where I've done a review and then I'm just like drinking the beer afterwards. And then it's like almost the flavour's changed completely. So I don't know why I was bringing that point up, but if you can deconstruct this garbled mess, then you'll know what point I was trying to make. But regardless, this is a lovely, lovely stout indeed. And I say this so many times, and then I never actually end up buying more of the beer that I've mentioned. But I wish I'd have picked up a few more cans of this. And it is coming up to Christmas, and it's a tradition that I buy maybe a couple of mini kegs. And I know Newbarns, buying directly, really affordable, really good service. And they sometimes have a really good mini keg selection. But a mini keg of this over Christmas. Dating this video terribly. Oh, that'll be absolutely banging. It's lovely. And there is sort of like I don't know, I'm probably not tasting it right. I've got a baby palate. I don't know what I'm talking about 9 times out of 10. But it almost tastes like it's being hopped with some American hops to give it a slight, like hoppy stout, black IPA sort of thing. But the stout itself, beautiful roasty character. Nice savoury woodiness to it, but then it's lifted by some nice forest fruit characters. And a lovely, lovely mouthfeel. And yeah, very nice indeed. So that was Stout by Newbarns. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Links in the description. I reviewed a few Newbarns beers on the channel. Need to review a hell of a lot more because I've got a lot of time for Newbarns. And yeah, but saw this and I thought, you know what, that needs to be reviewed. So if you see it, pick it up. And if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. And I love the choice of typography. Bye-bye.